whenever you want to start, when you can see the numbers, and we should go.
Oh man, you took down all your belts. Did you fix it yet?
No, I have the thing for it, but my drill's at the shop. So next week it'll be up.
Broke? It like just
it didn't break. After it fell, I'm not putting all them bolts back up there.
Oh, so then what happened?
Like I had some belts that was a little bit and shit. I was like, oh no. Then I was pissed because you know, I had my Power Ranger helmets up there.
Yeah, they
and
broke.
I had my they didn't break, but my White Ranger one has a scuff on it. And that's the one thing I got signed.
Not the scuff.
I got signed before he died. No, it got scuffed on the autograph. I'm not touching it. It's gonna stay just like that. Luckily, I'd never sell it. So you know, it is what it is.
Man, but just clean it, man.
Yeah, so that shit rub off? Hell no. If that shit rub off, I will cry.
Fuck that guy.
Grown people tears. That was my favorite Ranger as a kid, man. And the Green Ranger, that was my favorite color. That's probably why my favorite color is green. So, yeah, nah, definitely got to fix that. So that'll be fixed before next week's episode.
Now that the VPN is off.
Okay, that's why you froze. I was like, you're just looking down at something.
All right.
I just dropped
a deuce?
$1,100.
On what?
On a generator. This shit better work. Huh?
Why? Why do you guys need a generator in the US?
Listen, because the fuse kept popping. You're not like my blow dryer that you just use to blow dry your hair pulls out.
In your current house? In the house you're recording now?
In my shop. This is for my shop. That's what the generator is for. It's for the shop.
All right. So how come the owners of the building,
bro, they move so slow with shit? Like our shit blew one time and it wasn't like a switch off, switch back on. And I want to say it took I don't even know if it took more than a day, but I know it took a day at least for them to fix that shit. So we was out of power. So I know when I came back to work, it was good.
Okay. So
even when we got locked in our suite one day, locked in.
How does that even work? You got it.
I don't know. So we got locked in, and for whatever reason, the door, the lock we had at the time, you had to key in and key to get out if you locked it. So I'm twisting the key to get out, and it's not opening. It's not connecting to let me out. So I had to snatch it. You know what I'm saying? Which broke the hinge. That shit took probably about 2 months, a month to 2 months to fix.
But then it's how you just left your shop unlocked?
For that first day, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. When I tell you put everything that was valuable inside my cabinet and lock that shit up, I'm like, you don't steal the whole cabinet. You dedicated.
Yeah, I was about to say they're taking the whole cabinet.
Hey, if you steal the whole cabinet,
you're helping them. You helping them. They're like,
you're dedicated though. My cabinet's big as fuck, and that shit's heavy as hell.
2-man job.
I mean, yeah. Hey, look, if you steal the cabinet, you dedicated.
And then they don't even leave a mess. They might sweep up afterwards.
Hey, you're supposed to have it at that point. But nah, brother, I can't do with that shit keep popping. And I was literally talking to my friend when I was going to buy all this shit, and she was telling me the same thing. I'm like, bro, I'm tired of. After a while, you get tired of waiting on people. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Even though yes, it's not my responsibility, but I'm tired of waiting on folks. So after a while, you just make that shit happen.
You order it on Amazon?
No, I did find it on Amazon, and then I found it on Lowe's. And I went to Lowe's, which is right around the corner from the house, and was like, hey, y'all price match. I looked it up online that y'all price match. So can we price match this price? So I got it from Lowe's.
Okay.
For the Amazon price.
And how long is the warranty?
I bought a 3-year
landlord comes. Are you not going to return it? You're just going to keep it?
I might. Because it's not bad to have. But it depends, because that was still a nice
what
little
kind of
bag.
generator? You can't have a diesel powered generator running.
No, it's an electric. It's an electric generator.
Okay.
So it's literally like it's upstairs charging right now.
Okay.
And then basically how I'm gonna use it is I'm gonna plug up my shit into it because I split the shop. So I'm plug up my shit into it. And when I'm done at the end of the day, I'm gonna plug it up and let it charge.
Okay.
So that's the way I see it work. Honestly, we probably need like 2 of them motherfuckers. One on each side. And then we'll probably be Gucci. So we shall see.
Oh, man. I didn't realize that it watched SmackDown. Let me see.
Oh, shit. Yeah, like I said, I had to catch everything later. I had to catch everything later. Okay, so how did you feel about Homecoming?
It was really good.
I think so myself.
There was a lot of surprises that I was kind of like, oh, okay.
Yeah. I saw Breeze come back. I was like, what?
But that was advertised. He challenged him, I think, a couple weeks ago. But the fact that he was wrestling, I haven't heard of him wrestling in quite some time.
So he does a lot of stuff be indie wise. Because
I
hear about it because I watched their show.
Okay.
So
did he mention it, his return, or they haven't recorded yet?
They mentioned it afterwards, like when they do Battle of the Brands on Thursdays. Yeah. So they mentioned it on Thursday. He was like, "Yeah, I heard you had a match and this." So there's a quick little conversation, but a conversation nonetheless.
Okay.
So that was, like I said, that was cool seeing the faces. I don't know how I feel about the War Game match being them two against each other.
What? Do you think that? I thought that was a throwaway because I felt like that entire segment, like somebody said something and it threw Triple H off, and like that entire beginning segment, it was entertaining, but I felt like it also, like somebody messed up and it caused everybody to snowball.
So you don't think because I think that it's gonna be like as Survivor Series, it's gonna be
2
gold
war games
versus now.
So you think they're actually gonna do a War Games match?
I mean, I think it'd be cool, but at the same time, like I kind of want to see like some big shit go on, like with like the main roster stars.
I maybe they do 2 War Games match or 3.
It would have to be 3 because there's normally a women's and a men's. You know what I'm saying? So, look, as expensive as pay-per-views are, they could do 4. They can do the NXT ones, and they can do the main roster ones.
I mean,
and I'd be happy.
All the ring crew will be very happy. They'll just be like, "Oh, we only got to drop it up and down. That's fine. As long as we ain't got to set it up.
Add a title match or something. I mean, it's gonna, they're gonna lift it. It's gonna lift up in the air. They ain't like they taking off one of the rings.
I feel like hold on, we could talk about this now. Hold on. Welcome again, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. We're here with another episode of Bumps and Bruises podcast. I am again one of your co-hosts, Marcos, aka at the Sunset Kid. To my left or right, I don't know. I keep forgetting. We got Derek, aka Bama 1392. We're gonna get in real quick. We had a ton of wrestling going back from Tuesday of last week all the way to last night. There's a couple things to go on, but first things first. How are you doing, brother?
Pretty good, man. Pretty good. Excited for the wrestling that we had and the trips to come.
Yes.
We're getting close to the end of the year.
Very close to the end of the year. So we got one of the big fours looming now at this point, probably 2 months out. It is SummerSlam. We got, of course, Crown Jewel in Australia beforehand. And so basically, before we started recording, we started talking about the NXT Homecoming, which had a mix of black and gold talent versus the new, I can't even say NXT 2.0 because it's no longer the the multicolored brand because half of those stars are gone.
It's like
And
NXT Black and Silver, bro.
yeah, it's like they're gone because honestly, when you think of that NXT brand, you think of Braun Breaker, and he was nowhere to be found in the show. But I get
No.
it. Um, I honestly think, logistically speaking, a lot of those individuals just live in Orlando. That's why they were there.
Oh
I
no,
think
for sure.
I think that's why you had Rhea Ripley booked and a couple other, even the replacement uh, Vira Lycra, bird person, aka what Shane calls her. Uh, they all live Orlando natives, and they were in Orlando. So I think it was a good show,
You think
top to
Charlotte live
bottom.
out there?
Huh?
Charlotte lives in Orlando?
I believe so. I think
Yeah.
she might have moved there, since I don't know. These people, they move where their people are. And when I say their people, other wrestlers, because, they probably, a lot of them like to hang out, unless, they're the family type to have their own family. I know, I believe Finn moved there recently. Last time I saw it, I had a brief conversation with him, and that's what he said. I was like, oh man, I'm happy to see a Brooklyn guy. And he's like, oh man, I just moved to Orlando. I was like, no, say it ain't so. But it's like, I don't know. It makes sense if the PC Center where you rehab, and then most of the flights are cheaper, and a lot of those guys hang out, and it's like industry people like to be with industry people. Doesn't matter what industry you're in.
Yeah.
Like, I think if like movies, like Hollywood, most of them live in Hollywood because that's where a lot of their opportunities are. I think it's a little bit different with music. A lot of people, unless a lot of musicians live in New York, but I think if they're like in WWE and wrestling, even AEW, a lot of the talent base is in it, either in Florida or, more specifically Orlando. So I get it because you can network, you can book, and you can meet with other people there. So
Mhm.
one of the cool things about the NXT Homecoming show is that they briefly teased a War Games match. They had, all the on-air commissioners come in and out, starting with Triple H. Then Mr. Hicklebottom himself, Shawn Michaels, that's his actual real name. And the only reason it came to mind because it's still one of the funniest last names I've ever found out. Like, you know what I mean? Like in real life, like when Hogan, when the internet first happened, and I found out that Hulk Hogan's real name was Terry Bollea, I was like, oh, okay, I get it. That's a real name. But then when Shawn Michaels' name was Sean Hicklebottom, I was like, oh, I understand why he changed that shit. But yeah, and then we had William Regal, which I believe was the first full blown on air appearance by him outside of, let's say, the documentary, or maybe an off topic, not off topic, but an unplanned backstage segment or something like
Since he's
that.
been back, right?
Yeah. But
Yeah.
I think that it's also, if we are to believe the rumors that his contract, when he agreed, when AW let him leave, I believe one of the things that was done, it was like, all right, you have to remain off TV for 2 years. And I think it's been around that time. But uh, out of all that, my favorite cameo, and I literally got on the internet and started Googling, was Shayna Baszler. I was like,
Mhm.
is she back? But then WWE has done this in NXT where people make one-time appearances
Yeah.
and they never appear. But if you are to believe the internet rumors, and I take everything with a grain of salt, she might be coming back on a producer slash, breaking case glass on air slash wrestling personality, which I like that for her
Yeah.
because she's up there in age. And before she was in WWE, she was out there killing it in the indies and all over the world. So I'm almost certain that her body has a lot of miles on it. And, not not having to fall on your body or your backside 24/7 is probably a relief. And, hey,
Mhm.
whatever works for her, whatever makes that person happy is cool.
No, for sure.
And
I popped big, like seeing
yeah,
her, like
yeah.
while I was in the house.
I was
I
like,
was like,
oh,
oh, wait.
okay. And then Finn Balor finally being the Prince again for a second. It was like you could tell he was marking out his own self. He wasn't like Judgment Day.
Oh
Uh,
no. Oh
you
no.
know what I mean?
Nah.
He was definitely NXT with the entrance and talking to the camera guy in the crowd with the little towel. I was like, okay, like
It was nice. It was
it
nice to
it,
see.
it was cool. Um, yeah, it was a couple of things that were of note, and then we had a little break, and then Friday Night SmackDown we had an interview segment open up with Michael Cole announcing that he's interviewing Brock Lesnar. Brock Lesnar came out because he requested to be interviewed in the beginning of the show, and he did something weird. He basically uh, hoisted Michael Cole on his shoulders and began to parade him
Iron
around.
Man carry.
Yeah, like a little kid on him, and then he tossed him, and it was clear he was going to do something else. And then out of everybody, I thought this would have been a perfect segue to have this guy return.
Into the ring, right?
What's his name? Geez, Wade Barrett or Pat McAfee.
Mm-hmm.
But no, the person that was least on my list appeared, which was Corey Graves. For those of you, deep dive into Corey Graves, he was one of the original NXT kids. He came up
Yeah.
with Seth and everything, but then he had like was it a concussion thing or was it a back thing? I forgot
I
what it
think
was.
it's a back thing, but it was a serious injury.
Yeah, it was a
Yeah.
career threatening injury to the point that Triple H was like, "Hey, we want to make you a commentator," and I believe that in the Black and Gold documentary is all there. And it's like, so he basically made it to the WWE, but didn't make it, like in a certain way. So the fact that he got in there, and I know a lot of people are going to hate on it, that he got in there with a wrestler like Lesnar, means that they had a lot of confidence in him. And
Yeah.
the fact that number one, say what you want about Lesnar and what he's done outside of the ring, he's probably one of the safest wrestlers that you could be in the ring with.
No, that
Like,
is that is a fact.
like he takes care of you, even when he's tossing you. You can tell, like you've seen examples where he really doesn't care about you. He will hurt you,
Yeah.
like and that's why he commands such respect from like the John Cena's, the Edges, and the Randy Ortons out there, who they're like, yeah, I'll work Brock any day of the week. You know what I mean? But it was a cool opening to the show. To they had to pivot differently than from uh, uh, busted wide open Brock from last week, where it was hilarious. Like this
That
man,
was funny.
like I'm pretty sure the producers must have been pissed in the back. They're like, just ignore the rip hat. No, Brock was like, what am I gonna do? I'm not gonna look
He
idiot.
said, "Look at it." You saw I put that up too, right?
Yeah.
Got that thumbnail.
It's the funniest thing in the world. And then we had a surprise backstage thing that I think is going to lead to something in the future. You had Brock leaving the arena, and then Paul Heyman was like, "Hey, we should talk."
Yeah,
And
that's what he said to Paul. He took the
yeah,
hat off.
yeah.
When I looked, I was like, "Ooh."
I was like, "What are they doing there? Is he going to be the fourth man?" Well,
Oh
they
hell
already
no.
have they already have the fourth man.
Brock will never be in a group.
I don't know, man. I think he might have been in a group briefly.
When?
I don't know because no, that was when CM Punk. When CM Punk was with Heyman, they had Mr. Perfect's son with them as the IC champ, and that went nowhere.
That was just that, but that was Paul's other guy.
But it was kind of like you could say that was Paul's stable, like you
Yeah,
know what I mean.
sure.
So you had Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed uh, saying that they had a match, and Lord Almighty, they gave us a pretty good match.
They weren't even supposed to have a match though.
Yeah.
They were looking for the Usos, and they was like, "Oh well, we'll stay and watch the show."
Mm-hmm. And then what's crazy was before that we had The Miz giving us a preview what I think he's gonna do at the end of his WWE career.
Oh, he's done.
Yeah,
I mean, look, I think Miz will be entertaining
yeah.
as a commentator. Like,
I mean,
for
he was.
sure.
I don't know. I'm taking this back to like SmackDown during COVID. like his segments with Brian Danielson was amazing.
Mm-hmm.
When it kind of like led to the like I don't even know if they knew, but I felt like it directly influenced the WWE looking into further Danielson's returning to his in ring competition. You
Mm-hmm.
remember that Talking Smack segment when they
Yeah.
got into it?
Mm-hmm.
That was gold. That those are one of the purest organic moments. But we had Alexa Bliss defeat and Charlotte Flair, leading their couple weeks old tag team title um, storyline in which they beat Chelsea Green and Elba Fire. However, the biggest story coming out of that match, it was a good match you expect from those four great hands, was that Piper Niven might be suffering a career ending injury.
That's why
Like,
she's been gone.
that's why she's been gone. And that's crazy. Like, but yeah, and then we have they're finally teasing somebody, but it makes no sense that they're using this. Like, I guess they were like, all right, we don't have what's his name, Cross, so we're gonna use Bo Dallas. And now Bo Dallas is playing the devil's advocate between Montez Ford and Angelo Dawkins. Um, what do you think? I don't know. I honestly think that we're gonna get a swerve here. I think Doc is gonna be the one that turns. What do you think?
I can see that.
You know, and I'm wearing the
Yeah.
Street Profits T-shirt here. You know,
Hey. But yeah, no, I could see it. Um, I think either one of them would be good. Like kind of turning heel. Like I would watch, hands
I just,
down.
I just, I just think, and this is gonna sound messed up. I just think there's too many uh African American heels that all resemble Montez right now, like the same persona. Like, you know what I mean? Like I think Doc doing it will give him like a monster here type thing. Because think about it, like you can't turn Montez heel when you already have a heel um him on the roster,
Who?
Mello. Like they kind of are the same persona. If like you make them heel, like Montez turned up like to like an 11, kind of like gives me a Carmelo vibe.
I don't know about that one. I see what you're saying, but I don't know about that one. Not
But
Mello.
and then I also fear that if any one of them turns heel, like I think if Doc turns heel, he might align himself with Carmelo, which I'm like, why? You just leaving a tag team to join another tag team? Like, but I don't know. We'll see what's up. But I like where they're going with this. It's crazy that they're kind of slowing down the tag team scene there because now they're involved in a tag team breakup thing, and they typically have a great match. But it is SmackDown. They did give us a great match between the Bronze and Fraxium,
Yeah.
which, bro, I feel like you put Braun versus smaller teams like that, or just teams that can go, you can give us entertaining thing. And I like that they are keeping this tag team dynamic in the vision, which opens up certain spots. Like if there's feuds with Braun, is always like a tandem feud. You know what I mean? It's not going to be like one guy fighting one guy and then the other guy interfering always. It's going to be like, nah, we're going to face you in tag matches. I think that's where they're going to go here. Um, Bronson Reed made that tsunami on Nathan Frazier look like he killed that man. Like I did watch most of SmackDown now that I remember, but I was watching it towards the end. The match that I went back and watched it for was for the Carmelo Hayes match. Like I think I don't know, man. I feel like Sammy. First of all, he won with the Blue Thunder Bomb. I don't think
Yeah.
Sammy has ever won with the Blue Thunder Bomb unless he won last week and I didn't pay attention. But there was a couple things involving Sami Zayn when he was interviewed. in the background, I felt like you saw Nakamura. Was I right or was I wrong about that? Like,
Ooh, now I got to go back and watch that now.
yeah, when he was
See if
being
I catch it.
interviewed, um, and we also had, um, Carmelo Hayes kind of like tease the breakup of Melo Dome Miz. But I don't know. I don't know what they're gonna do because the Miz did help him and Trick win, which was I think the best decision. And just when I was like, oh man, Pretty Deadly's back. You saw Kit Wilson, but then I realized he's not the one that's hurt. This is his tag team partner.
Yeah,
That man got thrown through the wall. What do you think about that segment, dog?
bro.
Like I was like, no, not poor Kit Wilson. My man came back, was looking great, was talking to a fellow Englishman, and
They threw him
he
through the wall so quick. Like it was a good, funny segment. You know, always here for the brutality. So it was good stuff.
and then you like
But
you had the typical Cody ending. Like I thought that they were gonna go somewhere with this McIntyre storyline, but like I said a couple weeks ago, unlike our other co-host Shane, I said that I think that McIntyre's just a bump in the road,
mm-hmm.
and it's looking like it was.
It was just for a match.
Yeah, no, but Shane was like, "No, he's taking it, bro. He's taking it. It's gonna be
At
the
this
new
point,
champ."
I'm okay. I'm okay with anybody taking it. I'm over Cody, but I've been over Cody.
Why
I've
you
been
hate
over
the
Cody.
man?
I don't
How did
hate Cody.
He's the
Listen, I
biggest
like
baby
Cody.
face in all of wrestling.
You're right, but
Like AEW wishes that they can naturally manufacture somebody. Now they got a millennial cowboy.
so I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. I understand completely. But like, what has been out of his now 2 championship reigns? What's been the most memorable outside of Roman, which was only for him to win,
Oh, his
and
Kevin
Cena?
Owens feud was amazing.
That was cool. Yeah,
The
I'll give you
Cena
that.
feud was cool, and he's wrestled a bunch of people. He's wrestled Orton.
That
He's
was that
wrestled.
was that was memorable. That was like, ooh, that was a great match.
I mean,
Like I would rewatch if I was there. If I.
well, you got to think about during that time he was heavily involved in the Bloodline storyline still. So all the matches he had was attributed to that. Like he defended against Solo like 3 times, and then Drew McIntyre up and down the same situation
Yeah,
with
just
him.
for me, like I said, I don't hate Cody. I
I
like
think
Cody.
I think his next feud is going to be Brock.
Again,
Well, last time it was Brock like you don't belong here, and that was 3 years ago.
2 years
Now,
ago.
2 years ago. Now it could be for the belt, and it could be kind of like Brock,
So
like
so
yo,
now Brock can take the belt.
he's not going to take it. I don't think Cody's going to get beat by anybody until maybe at earliest uh Royal Rumble.
Like I said, so Brock can take it again. Man, I don't know. It's just at this point,
I think the only person
it's
that's going
not
to take it for
entertaining.
him is going to be a heel Randy Orton. And I don't know if heel Randy Orton is ready. Cuz I think Randy is happy being where he's at.
I mean, yeah, he's having fun. But my
He's
thing
having
is, yeah,
fun,
it's
but
not.
more importantly, Randy does not have to show up every week. If he's heel Randy, he's going to have to work the show. Like notice that Randy has not been a main eventer except when they need him.
Yeah, like I said, I get it. Like I said, I'm just expressing how I feel about the Cody reign. For me, it's subpar. You know what I'm saying? It's lackluster.
Who would you want to be a champion right now? And don't say anybody else. Just who? Who would you be? Who would be
So
your
so
guy
you
that
want
you
you
would
want
be
me to
like?
pick a
It's
person?
not. And don't say Roman
It don't
because
have to
that's
be
too
Roman.
easy. So
In
then who?
all honesty, it could have still been Cena for right now. For right now, it could have still been Cena.
Why?
Why not?
If Cena wasn't really running things back towards the last half of his thing, like I think the Brock Cena was one and done.
For whatever reason, I got a strong feeling that they're gonna end up fighting again. I
How?
don't want to
They're not
see it.
even on the. They're not even on the same shows anymore, dog.
They don't. They're not contracted to just one show.
Well, Cena already said that that was his last SmackDown appearance.
And I get that. But do you think that Brock is just only gonna be on SmackDown
I
now that
think
he's back for whatever duration that he's back?
I think for the USA network, I think he has to. USA is
I
not
mean,
gonna,
he can pop up on both.
I don't think Brock's contract allows him to pop up that much. Like,
Brock,
well, he don't
has
care. I
Brock
just
has
think the
always done
WWE's
whatever the
like,
fuck
yeah,
he wants.
we're not giving you six figures to pop up for a promo segment.
But the way I see it, like I said, it could have been Cena. He didn't have to. Brock don't have to be for a championship.
Mhm.
Like that, them two fighting. If Cena would have still had the belt, didn't have to be for the championship. Just like when he fought R-Truth, that wasn't for the belt.
Mhm. But yeah, they weren't gonna do that with Cena. I'm just curious as to who his next two opponents are, and I think they're gonna announce him. I definitely think the Crown Jewel he's gonna have an opponent, and based on what at the time of recording, he started participating in internet Twitters about wrestling now.
Mm-hmm.
So might be AJ. Who knows? Which
Styles,
means, yeah, if it's AJ Styles, his next opponent, that means Dom is safe.
I guess. Like I said, I don't know, man. We'll see what happens with that.
But
I still think there's other folks that can
I,
hold the mantle.
I think
Um,
now that Cody's back, and I think he's back because he appeared on. No, they don't have to. Oh yeah, we're not going to get an opponent for either person, maybe until the end of the year,
for who?
because
Why
because
not?
both champions are in this champion versus champion. Uh,
That said, whatchamacallit? That
yeah,
said, that said, in Australia.
yeah, and that's the next PLE.
Yeah,
And
but
then
then we got SummerSlam.
after
Then we
that,
got Survivor Series.
we got Survivor Series, where typically there isn't a championship match.
Did
So,
look. There
like,
need to be a
well,
championship.
I'm lying. Last year, who did Cody face last year at Survivor Series?
Because Cody wasn't in the bloodline fight. CM
No,
Punk was. So I don't know. I mean,
let's look it up. That's why we have the internet. The internet. See the matches. Cody wasn't even on the show.
that means it was boring. It's not a championship. Not a championship wouldn't
No, it was
being
Gunther
defended.
versus Damian Priest in the rematch. And we had a three-way between Braun, Sheamus, and Ludwig Kaiser. And Nakamura defeated LA Knight for the United States title. So
And
why
then LA
wasn't
Knight got it back.
why wasn't Cody on this show? Was he hurt? No. He was a champ, right?
He was the champ. He was the champ because he won it at WrestleMania. We was all there. We seen it in person.
And then why wasn't he?
So since we on the topic of Cody, you like his run. You're satisfied with the two runs he's had and having.
I think hold on. I know why. He wasn't there because they announced it for Saturday night's main event, which was 3 weeks later.
Anywho's, you're satisfied.
I think he's been a serviceable champion. Like, people don't understand that when in the history of any title run has there always been banger after banger after banger?
True, but he's had how many title defenses since he's won the title?
I believe he's defended it every other month.
So every other month, he's held it for a year, right? It's been over a year, right?
I believe in 2024. Hold on. How many title defenses has Cody had? He's had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He had 6. So I'm right.
So you said every month,
Every other month, I said.
every other month. So out of a year plus, he's defended this title 6 times.
But this is where you got to understand and not understand. This is where you I've picked up on it. I don't know if you haven't.
Mm-hmm.
They typically have one title shot or one title match per regular pay-per-view.
Okay.
So if, let's say, Gunther at the time was defending, Cody was not on that show. He's announced for something else. And let's say Cody's is defending, then Gunther's not defending. He's announced in something else. I think they're doing that because they want to keep the prestige and kind of like the visibility of both titles at the same time. Because we know that Cody's title is a premier belt of the WWE, correct? Is that a common agreement here?
Yeah, Cody's title is the title. Yeah.
So if they had 2 title matches, they're not going to put them back to back to each other. One is going to open the show and one is going to close the show.
Facts.
So which one out of all those titles you think is going to close? Is going to open?
You close with Cody's belt because Cody has the belt. I get that.
But if you are a fan, right? Let's say you only have one night a week that you can watch live TV. And I still, for a fact, am kind of programmed this way. I watch pretty much every Monday Night Raw. What I don't watch is every SmackDown. So if I start seeing my Raw belt being defended in the opening of every show, this belt right here, being defended in the opening of every PLE, that's going to lead me to believe that is not the main eventing belt.
But it's not.
I mean, if you're a Raw only guy, you think it is.
But you're wrong.
But if CM Punk, Seth Rollins, and
you're still wrong.
LA Knight and Jey Uso are after it, arguably the most popular wrestlers in the WWE right now.
It's the number 2 belt.
Yeah, but WWE does not want you to see it. There's a reason why this belt right here never goes on sale, unlike that one.
That one never goes on sale.
No, that one I've seen it $50 off quite a few times, and it's been included in sales that they had. This one always says special event item, which is weird to me. You know what I mean? And I'm not even talking about the red one back there. The red one, that was back when you could, if you had a 40% off coupon, you could get whatever belt you want. Now it's like, nah, my dude. It's whatever we say.
I've never seen that belt go on sale, being the Cody belt, the Roman belt.
I've seen it.
But at the end of the day, there's a reason that one is that's the title. That's the company title.
Yeah, because they had to walk back the comments that they made during the push of WrestleMania of like 2 years ago. You remember when Roman pretty much said, or like, who did somebody, I think The Rock, I don't know who it was. Somebody basically said, why would I challenge you when I could challenge Cody, or something like that? Like, you know what I mean? When he's like, pick me.
Yeah, because that's the belt. It's the undisputed WWE championship belt.
Yeah.
That's always
now they're trying to truly make the belts kind of equal.
But
And the
they
way
never were,
with
and
the
they
way
never will be.
now in the big fours or in the 2 night pay-per-views, yeah, now the WWE has an option. You could headline with this guy or this other guy.
I
In
mean, now since
SummerSlam, in SummerSlam,
it's 2 days.
yeah,
They
but
maximizing the money that they're gonna make.
in SummerSlam, you could argue that the finish for CM Punk's title match was a lot better than John Cena. Like on paper, you could have not said that, but knowing how much was done to book each and how much storyline was put in, yeah, because although the John Cena one had a lot of storyline behind it, they literally the day before or 2 days before was like, "Hey guys, let's forget everything we just said. We're going to start it fresh." Now, it would have been a different story if it was still heel John Cena and Cody would have beat him, and then John Cena would have been like, "Oh man, I'm rethinking my choices," and then Brock would have came out and whipped his ass. That would have made more sense. You could easily have Rock be like, "Man, not Rock, Brock, be like, man, you don't stick to your guns. Like you phony. Like you know what I mean? Like I always knew about you." That would have been a more compelling storyline. Did we ever get a reason why Brock wants to fight John Cena?
No, because Brock is Brock, and
It's
John
like,
Cena is John Cena. That's Joker and Batman. Like,
but it's like,
there's no reason.
but why? Like, at least say something. Like, yo, he's done like 3 promos, and each promo has been set up for him not to say anything, really.
Exactly.
And Brock
Don't
is a good promo. That's the funny part about it. But they're so used to having other people not saying anything about, or like him not saying anything, that it's insane. Like, you know what I mean? Like, yo, Brock has said 3 words. He's spoken more in his matches than he's spoken since he's been back on TV. So he's a stare, a glare, a laugh. And regardless of what our other friends say, I think he's their ESPN wise, he's their draw. Because if you're a person that has the ESPN app and has it for other reasons, and then you turn on WrestlePalooza, and the first person you see on there is John Cena and Brock Lesnar, the 2 names that I don't think anybody in this world would not recognize. Like, you know what I mean? Like, come on. The guy has a Bowie knife in his chest. Like, it's a tattoo. So, but, you know, WrestlePalooza, I heard you had some thoughts. Talk to me.
Yeah, you know me. You
No,
know
hold on. There was
oh,
AEW wrestling, but we're
come
not
on
going
then.
to do it. It would be a disservice if we spoke about it when we didn't watch it. I haven't had the time. I had a
Neither
very
did I.
long, action-packed weekend, but so WrestlePalooza, I had the chance to sit down and watch it in its entirety, and almost go spoiler free, except in our group chat somebody spoiled something.
Oh, that's
But
why. Look, I stayed out of the group chat. I stayed off of social media.
whatever, you were out of the group chat. You don't even play Fortnite, guys. Derek has abandoned us. He doesn't play Fortnite with the crew anymore.
That's all they want to play. They don't ever want to play anything else.
Because that's the one that we can all play at the same time. You can't play other games with more than one person.
Yes, you can.
What games?
What are we on right now? We're on a wrestling podcast.
Correct.
We can play
You
a
can. I've
wrestling
never
game.
seen people play 4
Yeah,
people in a wrestling game.
yeah, we can.
What is it? A fatal four way?
We can do a
I
fatal
suck at
4-way.
I suck at wrestling, dog.
Hey. At one point in time, you sucked at Fortnite,
I still suck at Fortnite, but at
but
least I
you're
feel like I'm
better.
doing something. I can literally leave your ass on the other side of the of the map and be like, "Hey, what's going on?" You'd be like, "Marcos, where you at?" "Oh, I don't know. I'm over here shopping."
We can do tag team matches. We can do fatal 4-ways. We can do triple threats.
Listen, you want to
We
do
can
Call
do
of Duty? We can do Call of Duty.
we can do Call of
The
Duty.
next Call of Duty is coming out.
Not the next. I'm not paying for Call of Duty. I'll do Warzone. That's free.
Yeah,
I'll play Warzone.
See, I don't even know the difference.
So there's multiplayer. Multiplayer, you can play with it like 30 some people, but we can play Warzone, 4 people, and it's free. I'm not paying for Call of Duty. I ain't paid for Call of Duty, and I don't know how long.
I mean,
Hell, since before COVID.
listen. But you said you
But
used
I'm
to
just
rock
saying,
Call of Duty.
I used to, yeah, for sure.
I mean, we could do it. Ain't nothing but a thing, baby.
Hey, look,
But we're digressing here.
Anyways, WrestlePalooza.
I want you to quantify what particularly did you not like.
Cena getting squashed.
Did he get squashed, or did
Yes.
he just? Oh, he just didn't overcome a powerful foe. Because that match went on like 22 minutes, dog.
I mean, just because it didn't his SummerSlam match go on for it was a while.
SummerSlam match was like 4.5 minutes.
You sure?
100%.
The SummerSlam match with him and Brock. Look it
Yes.
up.
Yeah.
Look it up. Tell me how long it was.
I'm gonna tell you right now. Why, you looked it up?
No, just tell me how long. I asked Siri. What year?
Hold on.
What year did John Cena and Brock Lesnar fight at SummerSlam? 2014. 2014 SummerSlam, John Cena, Brock Lesnar. How long was their match? Let's see. Oh, what? Don't go away, you bastard. It went away while I was reading it. What are you seeing?
Hold on. I'm pulling it up right now. It was 15 minutes and 53 seconds.
All right, so it wasn't 5 minutes.
In which Cena had zero offense.
Exactly. But that's what I'm saying. So you said this
had a
last
lot
one
of
was
offense
22
here.
minutes? It was 22 minutes? This last one? WrestlePalooza. What the fuck is a WrestlePalooza?
It's an old ECW pay-per-view name. Well,
now you see my age, people.
Well, all right. It was around the same time, but I know for a fact that John Cena had way more offense in this one.
I mean, this is true, but what I'm
looked
saying
like he was going to win.
What, because of the 3 AAs?
Yeah,
because he used to call it FU, and it was a diss to Brock Lesnar's F5. Lord have mercy.
I want to know, what didn't you like? Because your favorite guy didn't win? Did you want? Would you have liked it? Okay, let's say all the controversy surrounding Brock Lesnar now. If you put this match in a bubble right now, and you just know it's John Cena versus Brock Lesnar, would you have been upset?
I don't like Brock, period. I don't give a fuck about what he did to get kicked out of WWE for however many months.
Let's say Roman would have done that to Cena, you would have been fine with it?
No, I want a good match. Okay, it's just like watching football. Watching the Buccaneers versus the Chiefs, that Super Bowl when Tom Brady was the quarterback for the Buccaneers. I wanted to see a shootout. Okay. You had two good quarterbacks. You got a blowout. I'm happy because I like Tom Brady. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, it wasn't a fun Super Bowl fight. Now, yes, did I feel like Brock Lesnar was going to win? Because he always wins. Cena's only beat him one time. You know what I'm saying? But to see Cena just get demolished, that's not fun. Even if it was Roman and during the Roman era of him just whooping everybody's ass, I don't want to see nobody just get squashed. Why am I watching this? So that's how I feel about that one.
It wasn't a perfect match, but I think people shit on it just to shit on it. I enjoyed the match for what it was.
I mean,
I think it was a recreation of a moment that they had 11 years ago that still shocked fans to this day. It was a shock value. The only person that's been ever, and it's staying true to the history. He's going back. He's giving you the hits. I mean, so if you're going back to history, Who's the one person that's always dominated Cena?
Okay, like I said, I hear what you're saying. I understand.
But
I
if
understand.
all of a sudden you would have gotten Super Cena and him, like after all those F5s, and miraculously get up and hit like 13 AAs on Brock, you would have been like, what kind of cartoon horse shit is this?
Yeah, exactly. It still would have been the same. First off, I didn't want to see them fight ever for this last go route, but that's because I don't like one of them. That aside, like I said,
I see
a domination on either side, I didn't want.
I can see where TKO was like, all right, ESPN, that's real sports. And ESPN loves covering UFC. Guess who's a person that's been in both? And it's a huge name. Brock Lesnar. Because if they just wanted this to be a one-off match,
that shit could have waited.
Cena would have fought him in Clash in Paris. But it wasn't like, oh, Brock ain't coming back. No, this was for ESPN. There was a reason they went on first.
To get ESPN's little deal sooner, that shit could have waited. For me, hey, I digress on that end. The rest of the show, though, you know what I'm saying? We had some good ones. I was
shit on the rest of the show.
I was excited to see the AJ Lee match, which didn't go as smoothly as I thought it was going to go.
What did he think it was gonna happen?
No, just like I know AJ Lee's been out. She's been out for a long time. You know what I'm saying?
That match made Becky Lynch look like the greatest wrestler of all time because
I'm definitely not saying it's a bad match. What I'm saying is like certain stuff didn't just flow as smoothly as it did with her, 10 years ago. Mm-hmm. She's working with people that she's never worked with before. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? All in all, I was excited for that match. Becky Lynch just came back. Not Becky Lynch. AJ Lee just came back.
Didn't even have a tuner match. One of the main
reasons to see, huh?
Didn't even have a tuner match.
Exactly. Nothing. Just
wasn't involved in a Royal Rumble. She could have torn a calf.
But she came in. I want to see her hit her submission move. The first time she hit it, she didn't get it locked in. It wasn't as smooth to get it locked in. But outside of that, good match. Mm-hmm. I did not think they were going to win to push that storyline a little further, but I'm glad they did. As far as Io Sky, that match, didn't really care.
Wow, that was the best match on the show.
Not to me. Like it wasn't a bad match at all. I'm not saying that like that. It's just it didn't have my interest.
Vaquer's finisher is a thing of beauty. And I'm not talking about the devil's kiss. I'm talking about the corkscrew that she hits off the top rope.
Oh no, that shit was nasty.
Yeah,
that shit was nasty.
But like I said, hold on. This is where I'm gonna set you off.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna set you off here. I think Stephanie was supposed to win the title at any point in time, no matter who was the champion.
I don't think so.
I think it was. I think it would have fit Naomi's character. Right, I think it would have fit
cash in and lose.
I think it would have fit Naomi's character for her to crash out and then win it back. I think Stephanie is probably a better suited long-term feud because number one, it shows that Naomi can work anybody.
I mean, okay, I see long-term feud wise. I agree with you there.
Because Naomi has fought everybody. She's fought Io. She's fought Asuka. She's fought.
Yeah. She's been in the game for how long?
Yeah, but it's like I think the money feud that is going to be away from the title is going to be Io Asuka based on Monday Night Raw. But that is where they're going. I don't know. I don't think Rhea Ripley is going to see the title. I think now you start seeing Stephanie giving people that don't get title shots.
I like that. Like I said, that one, like I said, it's not that she was gone, man, it's partially. I say that partially because I wanted to see her go. You know what I'm saying? Her get a go with the belt. But I knew Stephanie Vaquer was gonna get it at some point. To me, I didn't think it would have been so soon if she was still here.
I think.
But I do see what you're saying.
I think it would have been this fall pay-per-view.
I do see what you're saying.
I think she would have failed. She would have failed.
Have a back and forth.
I think she would have failed. Had a flim flam match in Paris, Naomi would have stuck out with the win, and then she would have probably had her number this time around. But it
Just for
also
it to
would.
go,
It also
back and forth.
would. It also, I think, Naomi being gone triggered the Asuka heel turn. I
Because
don't
you
think.
need a heel.
Yeah, and you need a heel that has depth, and
Oscar got that shit.
Yeah, she's amazing.
Oh my goodness! So
Like
I'm
she
happy
was
for that.
like, Harry, like that's become,
and she over there like the kid that's about to get a whooping. They know the whooping coming. So no, that was good. The Uso match, seeing them back together.
That match, I'm sorry, I know people panned it. That match just was plagued with unfortunate fucking occurrences. Like me and you have been watching wrestling long enough to know that chair hitting yeah, I think that's where the match went bad. If it wasn't for that chair shot, I think that match would have been good. That chair shot just destroyed everything.
I don't even count that chair shot against them. But I do get what you're saying. Like that was wild. I do think it's funny Xavier Woods
10 out of 10
out
times more. Because I think, like I said, we had a hot take. We had a hot take moment. And I'm gonna walk you through the path again. I think if WWE would have not pulled the trigger on Jay as a single star, I think Jay would have been a person that you call up a la Sami Zayn, a la Kevin Owens, where you could put him in a tag team, put him somewhere else, and then when you need him to be that guy, you pluck him back up. But we're here. We're in a world with Jey Uso, and I got like 5 of his T-shirts, so I know this very well. He's a main eventer. He's here.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
He's gonna have the belt again. I know in our group chat we like to say, "Oh, he's never gonna win it." No, he's gonna have the multiple more titles.
I think he's gonna have it again.
But
I think he's gonna have it.
We're in a situation that his success backfired on a lot of other people. Number one, it kind of left Jimmy in limbo because I think
didn't have to.
I think Jimmy turning face was all to get them together. It's kind of like the Penta Phoenix debacle, which is not a debacle. It just sucks for Phoenix, where Penta's super over, and you're kind of handcuffing your brother if the only way for you to be over again is for you to tag with your brother. It kind of locks him in. You know what I mean? It's not like a tag team like if let's say CM Punk and like LA Knight or CM Punk and Jey Uso would have tagged together for a while. Nah, perfect example. Cody Rhodes and Jey Uso. They won the belts and everything. Did anybody suspect that they were going to be stuck in a tag team for a really long time?
No, because we knew that was just
if the Usos get back together, we knew as fans that the only way to get them apart is for them to turn on each other. Or, hey man, I'm gonna go do my thing. But we already did that. They're not both on the same show. Jimmy is stuck. He has nowhere to go. You know why?
But I feel like they could have used Jimmy on a mid card side. They could have gave him. What do you mean with who? He could have feuded with anybody on the mid card side. Back then, because he could have, especially because he was on SmackDown, he could have took the belt from Solo when Solo beat whatchamacallit for it. Because there's still beef there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You kicked me out of the bloodline. I'm your big brother, but you do me like that. You bring in these other folks now.
But now we ain't doing that.
I mean, no, but I'm just saying what could have happened.
They're pulling like I feel like Solo when he returns, he's gonna be fighting Sammy. That's gonna be their long-term feud. And now when Jacob comes back, he's gonna be like basically Sammy took the role that should have been given to Jimmy, is what you're saying.
Yes.
Where I think when Jacob comes back, because he's just like on hiatus. It's not like how the internet is saying that the WWE has soured on them. It's like, no, this man has
because
he's been running for the last year. I don't think he's missed a show.
No.
So
it's just some well-deserved time off.
Yeah. That's it. I think when he comes back, he's gonna be Sammy's backup. and it might lead to some tag thing, or it might lead to another multi-man match. You know what I mean? Then, and I think we're gonna find out more this Friday. Because they already took both belts off the board on Monday,
Yeah.
which was a bold move. And like, I don't like those. Like those are typically house shows. If you don't have champions fighting for anything viable other than a symbolic belt that they're not going to take home.
Yeah, that's
I don't know, but maybe it's maybe because it's Australia
oh,
that
he done brought out the braids.
maybe because it's Australia, they might let him keep a belt, because that Saudi belt that was probably worth more than what they spend in production.
All them
Like
damn diamonds and gems and
I bet you when WWE's like, oh yeah, they're like, oh, we're gonna make you a belt. That's what the Saudis did, and then all of a sudden they're like, yeah, what's the belt? Like, what is it? Is it like, what is that? It's like, oh no, it's made of 100 million diamonds. It's like, oh, it's like, yeah, you guys are actually not keeping this.
we're gonna display it.
For
Ain't nobody going to Saudi to see that belt though.
Yeah, like, but I'm 100% believe that nobody in WWE can take that belt home. Like, that's not their property.
Nah.
Like,
Nah.
I think as soon as the champions took the pictures with it, the belts were taken in the backstage by armed security guards, and they wiped it down and put it back in its case to never be seen again.
Mm-hmm. Until they put it in the case
Yeah.
that it's in Saudi.
Yeah, and I think that's only gonna be under lock and key by Saudi Arabia. Like, you know what I mean? I don't think WWE owns anything there.
Nah.
So yeah, so the tag
if they
match,
have a WWE World, maybe it'll be there.
So the tag match, you think it was bad? I like on paper, I would run that match back. I don't think they are, but I would run that match back because I think both teams are great.
I don't think the match was bad. Like I said, the chair shot, unfortunate, crazy, because I'm like, damn.
Like, if he would have hit himself, it would have been a botch. Laughed it off, but no, he concussed himself and lacerated himself.
Oh yeah.
And I can tell he was feeling the consequences in real time based on his face. He was like, you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
I was like, that was an acting. He was probably like, all right, I'm supposed to run and hit him. And then he went to take a step and was like, oh shit, am I about to pass out on TV right
now? That's the bad part. But he made his call. He made the call. You can see him make the call. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? To pull shit a little different way and everything. But I didn't think he was gonna be on Monday Night Raw. So I was surprised to see him there and compete at that. But no.
He probably didn't get a concussion. He probably was under protocol, and then he cleared it.
He got cleared. Yeah. That's what I was
which is that Samoan head, boy.
Hey, but nah, so I don't think that match was bad at all. Like I said, the only match that I truly did not like was that John Cena match. The Cody one could have lived without it, to be real. That's just me.
They put that match last to give us no, it wasn't last. I thought they put that match.
Was last.
It was?
Yeah.
Okay, I thought they put that match last because we were gonna get something happen.
So Triple H, when he announced that, he was like, be ready. There's gonna be a bunch of surprises. There's gonna be this, that, and the third, and didn't shit happen. The only surprise we got was Jay hitting himself in the head on accident.
And Undertaker announcing Steph McMahon like 6 months, 7 months before. Are they running out of people? I think they are, because let's be honest, not everybody deserves to be in a Hall of Fame in wrestling. Like bro, like the last person that they need to put in is never going to happen, especially if he gets completely if he loses his lawsuit, which is Vince. That's the only one that people want to see at this point.
I mean, there's fan wise, folks want Bray to go in. I know fan wise, a lot of people want to see China get a solo induction. like a lot of the men from DX did. There's a little stuff
Well,
like that.
I don't think Road Dogg and Billy Gunn deserve to be in the Hall of Fame. Not as individuals.
No, I'm just saying, like how a lot of they could have been as the Outlaws. You know what
True.
I'm saying? Which is still separate from DX as the whole. So that's what I'm saying. A lot of fans want China, being the dominant force that she was in the women's division, being the first woman or the only woman to hold a male title.
So let's go to brass tacks. Can Big E go into the Hall of Fame by himself now? The career
Right
that he
now,
just had. Yeah. Has he had a Hall of Fame career? Like being unbiased. I don't know if I want him. I want him to have some accolade that he can hold on to.
I mean, his accolade is he's what, the third African American to hold the WWE title.
Yeah.
That's a big ass accolade.
I think
Especially since there's only been 3.
But I think I unfortunately think that he's only going to go in
with the New Day.
with the New Day.
I mean, that and 9 times out of 10, that's
I
probably
think,
what it's going to be. The only person out of the New Day, and you know me, I am a New Day head. You feel me? And I love them all individually. I love them all together.
Would be Kofi, but
It would be
Kofi
Kofi,
is
yeah.
still like.
But Kofi's had a Hall of Fame career. Yeah, he hasn't had, multiple heavyweight championships, but
So okay, is it insulting? Is it insulting that I say Dolph Ziggler and Kofi have had pretty much the same type of career?
But they haven't.
Both had that one run with the heavyweight title.
I thought Dolph had more than one run.
Well, if you count NXT.
No, I'm talking about like with the big gold world heavyweight belt.
No,
I thought he held it more than once.
No, it was just one.
I looked this up.
And he got concussed and was out for a few months. That's why he dropped it. And I'm talking about purely career. I think honestly, he is the modern day worker.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people won't say it, but I think Dolph has had a Hall of Fame career in wrestling. Like he ain't gonna have the allure of Kurt Angle. Like, you know what I mean? With Kurt Angle, his career started in the WWE, which was insane, and then he took it to new heights in TNA. I don't think we're gonna get none of that. But I think Dolph has been a serviceable champion. Sorry, it looks like he's had it twice. I don't remember that second reign, dog.
That's what I was like. He's had it. I thought he had it more than once.
I don't remember that second reign. That's insane.
His first reign was brief.
He had it a second time. When was this?
The second time is probably when you remember when he cashed in.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's the second time you remember. The first time was brief.
When was that?
It says 2011. February 18th. He had it for 0 days because Vicky Guerrero because I think that's when Vicky Guerrero and Edge were a thing. And it says he lost it to Edge the same night. And it says his second and the one most fans remember was April 8th, 2013, when he cashed in his Money in the Bank briefcase and defeated Alberto Del Rio.
Yeah, that was the one that I
yeah, so that's his second reign. But back to it, like, I mean, yeah, workers who, in my opinion, could have held the title more than what they did. To me, because Dolph used to put in that work. Dolph used to put in that work, and to me, like I said, Kofi did, especially coming up.
I mean, a lot of people remember Kofi as a higher profile wrestler, but I feel like Dolph is up there. But I'm just being devil's advocate. I'm not a huge Dolph fan. I love him. I love his
Yeah,
work.
I like Dolph.
Nick Nemeth is an amazing athlete, and he
Got
gets
to
it.
meet him. Got
He
to meet him
gets
too. He's cool.
he gets it. He overall gets it. Like the wrestling business, he'll lose a million times. He doesn't care. He's like, we're here to perform. It's not, you know, like he didn't say this, but I feel like he understands that not everybody's LeBron James. Like you can't, like you really don't have.
You know what's crazy to me?
Mhm,
I would put him and Tyler Breeze more so the same. Tyler Breeze can lose 1,000 matches, but Tyler Breeze puts on some really good matches,
mhm.
whether they're serious, whether they're comical, and he knows how to go.
Very true. So, what do you think? Before we wrap up talking about WrestlePalooza, what do you think about um, Paul Heyman announcing Brock?
You know what?
I
As
thought it
much
was a one-off thing, but then I realized the fact that they asked him directly about it on Raw and he ignored it. I think it's going to be a storyline thing.
You
What
know
do you?
what? Maybe I missed that part that he got asked directly about it last night. Um, I thought it was pretty cool. Just because, I mean, when you think of Brock Lesnar and you think of Brock Lesnar, like, in his prime, it was always Paul Heyman was right beside him. Paul Heyman was his mouthpiece, you know. So I did like that one. Obviously, I did see that before seeing Friday Night SmackDown and seeing that he was like, we need to talk.
Mhm.
So like that was a cool little nostalgia moment for for the whole thing. I do want to see it if it does backfire, I want to see Seth come up and say something about it.
I think, but then it's like I don't want that to be a story. I don't want Seth to return back to Brock because unless they book him differently, because they made the whole Seth versus Brock when Seth beat him for the belt, like this whole Jack and the Beanstalk thing. Like it's like he was fighting a giant. I was like, Seth is not a small guy.
He's not. He's not at all.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, Brock got maybe 30, 40 pounds on him, but like I'm pretty sure if Seth swings at him as hard as he can, like it'll be believable that he knocks him down. Like, you know what I mean? But hey, but yeah, they referenced it briefly in the opening of Raw, in which you saw Cody and Seth remind us why they're great on the mic. The chemistry that they have. Um, if one of them did not have the belt, I would love to see this feud. But the fact that they both have the belt, it kind of like puts storylines on hold for them too, because they're
Mhm.
going to be focused on this. And I see Seth going on SmackDown, and then I see Cody coming back. Like, you know what I mean? It's going to be a back and forth all for bragging rights. But we know that these guys can work together very well based on the feud that they had in what is it, 2023. So
Mhm.
I can see that being the thing.
So
Um,
let's get into Monday Night Raw.
I'm gonna let you talk about what happened to your peoples.
Oh, Penta keeps screwing over the New Day. I mean, the New Day didn't lose. Grayson Waller lost. Okay, we
He's
didn't
just
eat
an
that man.
affiliate. He's just an affiliate.
Yeah, yes,
Okay.
he is not a part of the New Day.
Okay.
He's just, he's Grayson
Okay.
Waller.
Okay. Okay. That
So
was a good match, but I, man, they keep trying to give us War Raiders and New Day.
we don't want it. We
Like I
don't
don't
want it.
like. I love War Raiders. I think they should be traded to SmackDown for a team that fits better in this. Like, bro, give us DIY, or hell, give us give us Legado de Fantasma, turn him face, or hell, you have the LWO. Jesus Christ, make it made sense. It's like that picture where you saw Jay-Z and Marilyn Manson hanging out, like
Mhm.
an old '90s picture. It's like, why is Penta hanging out with War Raiders?
because they had his back. They were like, "Cero mero."
No, makes no sense. I mean, it's not a even odder pairing than having Grayson Waller with the New Day.
Exactly. It don't match. It don't match. Don't none of it match. But that's what creative is giving us. So, you know, I'm just my boys is on TV. So hey,
But
gotta love it.
but Rusev versus JD McDonough. I love the fact that JD McDonough can just get pushed around. But
That was a
what
good match though.
it was, but what did he do with the tag team titles, man?
Not putting them where they should be, which is in some type of spotlight.
Like, I can't even remember the last time they defended the belts.
That's why I be talking so heavy on why did y'all snatch them hoes away? For what? To do what with them?
I thought that they were going to create a feud. Give us the Judgment Day versus New Day feud. No.
But it's two hills. I'm just saying. On the on the like how it's supposed to go. But yeah, at the end of the day, I don't know. I do want to touch on
I
the
feel like I
Cody
feel
and
like now that I talk about it, I feel like it's more. It doesn't really hurt the Judgment Day if they lose it. Like if they just want to pull the trigger on another tag team winning it,
because they didn't need it to begin with, though.
yeah. But I feel like if you do that to the New Day, it'll piss off a lot more fans.
Yes.
Like if the New Day like they could do a situation where in storyline, the what's it called the Americanos, the Grand Americanos tag can beat the New Day, and then have them be revealed to be a completely other tag team. Like we know it's Tyler Bate and Pete Dunne, but like they could come out and they'd be like, "Why do these Americanos look exactly like the Creed brothers?" And then have them be like, "Surprise, yeah, we're the tag team champs." And then it could be in storyline because it'll further the Judgment Day riff, which is they're not like they're all involved in the Dom storyline.
Yeah.
And I think the split is going to be, I think the women are going to go with Dom, which is hilarious to me. Like they're more agreeable and malleable. The only person that was on the fence was Raquel. And now she's out there convincing people like, hey man, like, why don't you help Dom? Like, I think Finn doesn't like the fact that it's looking like Dom is the leader now. Whereas 2 years ago or a year ago, you would have never even thought that. You thought Dom was just happy to be there. But now Dom is champ. You got to give him that respect. But I also believe that in no way in hell Rusev is winning next week. Or if he does, it's gonna be pushing the storyline that it could have been Finn.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I don't outside of that, but it gives me a very intriguing match for next week because so many things can happen. I just think it's like WrestlePalooza. I think everybody works themselves up into a frenzy of what they think might happen, and then start believing like, yeah, it's gonna happen, and then it doesn't happen.
Yeah.
Like the 4-way match, everybody was like, Dom is gonna win. Dom is gonna win, and then he didn't win. And we're like, ah, but he won. He's a champ. And then you get LA Knight versus Jey Uso. But wait, you said you had thoughts about
that backstage segment with him and Cody?
With who and Cody?
With Jay and Cody.
Yeah, what happened there? He looked at it, he was looking at the belt.
He looked at that belt with a little bit of intensity. You know what I'm saying? Kind of like the same thing we got when Jay won the night after WrestleMania, the Monday. We got with Sami Zayn standing behind him and kind of giving him that look, which should have pulled the trigger on that. Would have been great.
Man, I would love a Jey Uso heel run. Like,
yes.
And then get with that belt. If he wins that belt, that's the Jey Uso's a main man, bro. He's top tier. He is one of the Ulafala Samoans. Like, you know what I mean? He ain't a big character.
Yeah.
Wins that belt and beats the white lightning. Raheem Rhodes.
Hey, now
Even
that
if
I would like.
even if it's for a short reign, the fact that he toppled the man.
Yeah. I would like it. Jay as a heel, I think would be great. I think he still be selling out in merch.
Bro,
The only thing I feel like
give
you
him the
lose is
remix his song, slow it down like the 2000s rock. It could be like, it's just me. Oos.
so
The J says,
so I like I said, I think for me, I think that shit would be great. Like I said, the only thing you lose on is the crowd eating.
Yeah.
That's the only thing.
But that could easily come back.
It can. It can.
You know what I mean? Like it could easily come back.
Especially with all the little tidbits of, oh, you sound like Roman. Oh, you ain't trying to help folks no more. You know what I'm saying? Him telling his brother, yo, that's not my, that's his problem.
I feel like him doing that, I think WWE backpedaled because they got scared of what the crowd reaction was. Because I don't know if you paid attention on social media, people like, we don't need a Jey Uso heel turn.
Listen, some stuff with social media be great. Some stuff with social media just be words on paper.
But I mean that they ran with it. A lot of the social media people that do wrestling now, they were like, we don't want a Jey Uso heel turn.
Look, I think it'd be great.
I mean, hey, I'm a person that, like, man, I lived through the mid 2000s, no, the mid 2010s, bro. Watching as a fan, and I think WWE has earned enough incentive with me that I'm like, they'll correct their mistakes,
Mm-hmm.
and they have. They've turned around and corrected things. You remember how we sat here in group chats or everything that was eh, like you probably had those conversations with Rand, but Rand used to text me every day when Cody did not win in California. They're like, what are they gonna do now? He done. He done. He going back to AEW. Like he gone. Ain't no way.
Now look, I ain't gonna lie. When he didn't win in LA, I was like, okay, I didn't expect it. But also, every Royal Rumble winner does not win the title. What was it? Batista didn't win. Most of them other ones won, but I think Batista was one of the first who didn't win. So no, Batista and what's his name? Shinsuke. Because Shinsuke and Asuka was the same year. They both lost. They both was pretty undefeated. So that one, I was like, okay, how are we doing it now? I didn't think it was gonna be back-to-back Royal Rumble wins, back-to-back WrestleManias, but I knew it was gonna come at some point. But I did think,
arguably, it tasted sweeter, man, in Philly.
I mean, yeah, but
even though it was convoluted, but that's not his fault.
I think personally that it probably should have happened a little later than what it did. You know what I'm saying? It probably should have happened like even in the same style that it did happen in Philly, because that was amazing. It probably should have happened. They probably should have like they gave Roman such a long reign. They probably should have let him beat out Hogan, especially because they talked about it so much. You know what I'm saying?
You can't do it if you don't do it at Mania. When do you do it?
No, it like I said, it still could have been. It could have been Mania in Vegas. Like I said, in the same style that it went down in Philly. If it just didn't happen in Philly, he didn't win. You know what I'm saying? Something else happened. You know, Rock came back, since that's what happened. The Rock came back, and The Rock was number 30 entrance in WrestleMania, and The Rock won. And they had their feud, which is something that we did want at a time. I thought we were going to get it in LA, especially because that's where that's where he resides. You know what I'm saying? But that going, say it went this year at WrestleMania, you know what I'm saying? 41 or 42, whatever 40 we had. Um, that would have been it would have been still as big, but you would have actually gave Roman like an actual accolade to beat. Yeah, he beat out folks, but he beat out Hulk Hogan. Hulk Hogan is that guy when it comes to wrestling. He's one of the faces of wrestling. You know, good, bad, and in between that comes with Hulk Hogan. That would have been something cool for me.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
And
Like,
Roman was money.
I
You
think
put
he still
Roman.
is, I think he still is money, but
Oh no, he still is for sure. But I'm just saying, Roman with the belt, Roman with the bloodline, whether his bloodline was crackling, crumbling, or whatever, Roman was money. And I think if they would have did like Roman and Rock, if Cody wasn't involved in it in Philly, that would have been dope because you would have had to have the Rock acknowledge him and like actually acknowledge him too.
I think Roman wins the belt this year, the Raw belt.
You think he wins that one
Mm-hmm.
and takes it from Seth?
Yep. I also, the more I think about it, the only logical solution for Cena's last opponent has got to be Roman.
I mean, I think it'll be good, especially
If it's not The Rock, it has to be Roman. And you do face to face and kind of like, you know, the send off.
I mean, but Roman's not a face, so Roman's that anti.
Yeah, but you know what I mean.
That's good.
It ends it. It kind of it ends it, and it gives it like all right, you're the flag bearer now, not the full-time guy, but you're the company guy now. You know what I mean?
But do you have him lose? Do you have Cena lose his last match, especially with just having him get his ass whooped to Brock?
Yeah, because you're gonna have 2 matches in between. 100% Lisa Cena goes out on his back.
Why does everybody go out on their back when they leave?
Because it's a belief with old school people that you got to give back to the business.
Okay.
That gave you everything.
Okay.
Like,
touche.
There's people that are not going to do it, but the old school people that are cut from that cloth do it. Bryan Danielson did it. His last match ever. That's how you do it. It's just a thing. I don't think Hogan ever did it. I'm trying to remember what was Hogan's last match, which sucks. He was so old when they were doing these last matches that he didn't have any left. The smartest thing Hogan did was not let himself spoil in the ring like Ric Flair. Like, think about it. Like, once Hogan put a shitty match together, whether you like him or not, he disappeared from the ring. Yeah, he'll be the guy that talks in the mic, but that man, like, I know he talked about it. Oh, I'm getting surgeries, but deep down inside, he knew. Ain't no way he gonna have a match. The only legend that's left that can have a match is Stone Cold, and that window is closing very rapidly. I don't see him being available in 2027. And Taker's done. I hope they don't dust Taker off.
I hope not,
because he's gonna break a hip in the ring. He's gonna try to do too much. I don't want Shawn either. Shawn is like, I already tarnished my legacy.
Yeah, I feel like the folks from that era, it's the time to hang up them boots.
Yeah. But like, hey man, just come out and be like, thank you guys. That's it. You ain't got to give us another match. We don't need it. We don't need it. You know, it's not like John Cena when he was coming in and like Hogan or Triple H was like, no, we don't need it. Ideally, you know, it's funny how life is. I think Triple H would have been his final opponent if Triple H can actually still wrestle.
If he could go, he would have to be. Yeah. If it's not Edge, come on.
But people are like, one more match. Triple H is like, haha, I don't want to die. Yeah, people don't understand that I have a pacemaker
the way this
in
heart
my
thing
body.
Like, nah.
It ain't no neck thing. It's like, no. It's like a battery, like a little Teddy Ruxpin. The battery in my back, if that shit falls out,
it's over.
Dead.
It's over. Yeah,
Like,
nah.
you know what I mean?
But it would be great if that was possible. John Cena versus Triple H.
Or hey, give us John Cena getting beat up, and you have Triple H come out in the jean jacket one last time with the sledgehammer and clears the ring. He could do that.
Oh yeah, he can't take no bumps though.
Yeah, like
He
have him
can't,
come out,
he
swing,
can't-
everybody sell for him, and that's it. Pose, and we're out. You know what I mean? Time to play the game, and then him and Cena give him that last point one last time, and the rap. Well, hell, do that, and then just be like, and then have the stars that he has left jump. That would be dope.
Look,
If
I mean,
like Triple H comes out with like people doing the save or whatever, and then they're like celebrating him, and then at the end Triple H says, and the NXT guys all come out and hit their finisher on them.
all the black and gold people.
Yeah.
Why? That would suck. Whew, that would suck. But it good TV, but it would suck.
Why would it suck?
Just I'm talking about them bumps. Taking
Oh.
them bumps will suck. Great TV.
I mean, Cena's not hurt. He just says he can't wrestle as good as he used to. He could take
Yeah.
bumps.
I mean, look, but no, definitely would be great. Like I said, I wish we had Edge though still. Especially for this.
I'm telling you, man, that talent exchange, man.
It would be great.
In a couple years, I think it's gonna happen.
Because I think we won't have a choice after a while.
Yeah.
You gotta like at the end of the day.
There's no big like the pool of wrestlers is getting older.
Yeah.
In 4 or 5 years, we're not gonna have Omega. We might not have Roman. Like, you know what I mean? Like the Bucks are not gonna be a tag team in their late 40s. Like, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like these are time comes for everybody. Time is undefeated, baby.
Time never loses, man. Never loses. But no, I get what you're saying. At the end of the day, the way I see it is, yeah, y'all compete, but y'all don't compete. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's gonna eat because everybody got their diehard fans.
And I know, and if you clip this, it's gonna go viral. No, it's not gonna go viral. People are gonna destroy me in the comments. I just think that the caliber of talent that we have coming up behind the main guys are far and fewer in between, like real gems and superstars.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you have Kyle Fletcher, AEW. How many other Kyle Fletchers do you have on that? You can count on one hand how many. Like MJF is great, but MJF is far better on the mic than he is in the ring.
Yeah.
Like a lot of people are like, well, he could be like CM Punk. I was like, CM Punk is very underrated in the ring. He's just a lot better on the mic. Like, you know what I mean? We're not going to have genetic freaks like Randy Orton.
He was bred for this.
You're not going to have like people that just understand the business like your Cody Rhodes. In 5 years, Cody Rhodes is going to be closer to John Cena's retirement age than anybody. You know what I mean? That window is closing. That's why WWE is trying to stick to the wall. Like, just see what sticks. You're gonna have your boy what's it called? Damian Priest be the Undertaker. He's not a young spring chicken.
No, he isn't.
You know what I mean? They're gonna be like, oh, you know who I am and what I done. It's gonna be like, all right, like these retirements is gonna be a lot quicker. Hell, the New Day, I don't think is gonna be here in 5 years.
No.
Like, regardless if they sign it, I just don't think these guys want to wrestle that late in their career.
No, I mean, you know, there comes like I said, it comes a time for everybody to stop or to move into a different stage of the industry.
Hell, you know Brock is done. I think this is his last wrestling run. Like, let me look up Brock's age.
I mean, you know, he came up in he's in that last FCW class with, you know what I'm saying, Batista, Cena.
Bro, he is 48 years old. I do not see Brock at 50 years old getting in the ring.
Nah.
He doesn't need to.
He doesn't.
Because if Brock doesn't look like Brock, people are like, oh, he's juiced out his gills. I was like, yes, because that's the Brock you expect. Now, if somehow The Rock comes out and challenges Cena, which, if you believe the rumors of the internet, some people are saying that might happen. If The Rock, how he looks today, comes out to the ring and challenges Cena, he's gonna look like a child because The Rock is super slim right now.
Yeah, with this last movie.
Yeah, so it's like
the shit you gotta do for movies is crazy, bro.
Like, bro, if Brock Lesnar comes out and looks like Batista, people are gonna be like, "What the hell happened?"
Would you want Batista to come back to fight Cena?
Nah, I don't think Batista loves wrestling anymore. And
He's mentioned it. He's mentioned that.
But I thought his
misses
last
it.
run with WWE really soured him on the business because I think they promised him some stuff and then
took it away.
Not that they took it away. I think it was like they were like, "Bro, we're not going to put the title on you. Everybody hates that we brought you back." You know what I mean? And also Batista's got to be 50.
No, I think they're all around the same age.
He's 56 years old, bro.
Oh God, never mind.
Yeah.
Really?
Yes.
Shit.
Shit is right.
Damn. When he was younger, he looked mad young. He didn't look older, younger.
56 years old.
That's crazy. That's crazy. So Orton, I know Orton and Brock were the two youngest.
Orton is 45. Orton,
the two youngest.
Theoretically, Orton can probably retire at WrestleMania 45, but hopefully they'll be able to learn. Oh my God, he's a baby.
Who?
Cody's only 40. He just turned 40.
Yeah. So the Usos.
Okay. LA Knight is 43 this year.
I thought he was about to say like 40, 43, like probably like 45. LA Knight kind of old. He look old.
Holy shit. This has got to be a coincidence. Cody and Roman are the same age. How do you normally get these guys around the same age, bro?
Yeah. Cody and Roman, that makes sense. Because whatchamacallit?
Get this. Drew McIntyre is the same age too.
Really?
Yeah. They're all 40. That's insane. So they got to, and Seth is 39. So literally this group together are like the kids all are in high school at the same time.
Yeah.
Like, well, Adam Copeland is 51. Yeah, we're not. Bro.
Oh, yeah. Edge, yeah. Edge up there.
AJ Styles and
he's up there.
AJ Styles and Brock Lesnar are the same age.
Okay. I thought like 47.
No,
for AJ.
48. Shit. Stone Cold is 60 years old, though. You want to feel old?
I think it's old as dust.
And so, how is Stone Cold and Shawn Michaels the same age? One looks way older than the other. Shawn's hard life is catching up to him, boy.
Oh, yes. All that partying?
CM Punk is not that old. He's only 46. He got one 46? More contract. Yeah. He got one more contract in him.
I know AJ Lee's way younger.
That's different. Taker is 60.
AJ Lee's what? What, like 40? 39?
I don't know. Cena's 48. Damn. So think about it. Like, if Cena wanted to be juiced to the gills, he could have been still wrestling for a couple
more. But he didn't need that.
Triple H is 56 years old. I'm glad. Like, well, I'm not glad he had the heart thing, but when did he have the heart thing? This has got to be how many years ago?
It was a few.
No. His retirement. 2021. Okay, so how old is he? So this is 4 years ago. Yeah, I don't think at 51 he would have wrestled maybe 1 or 2 more times. I think he would have had one last match. He would have definitely wrestled Roman. But yeah, Father Time comes for you. Comes for you hard, bro. Pause.
Hey, part of the game, man.
Wait a minute. Holy shit. I don't know if this is real. Hey, John Cena's next opponent announced 2 hours ago. It is AJ Styles versus John Cena at Crown Jewel. You want it, you got it.
You wanted. That's what you wanted.
Hey, man. Everybody want it. You don't want
Hey,
this,
look.
man?
As long as it ain't Brock, bro. Again, I'm cool. I didn't want, like I said, I didn't want him to fight Cody twice. One and done.
I mean, how was he supposed to get the title back?
Cody was supposed to get the title back.
John Cena was supposed to just leave it in the middle of the ring at the end of his last match, and Cody would have been like, "Mine's."
He was supposed to walk out with it, like you said.
You know that wasn't going to happen.
They still call him the last real champion.
Yeah, because he's the last real champion. But anyway, we have October 11th is quickly approaching.
Yep.
It's about 2 weeks. We already got the 2 biggest matches announced.
Oh, that's whatchamacallit weekend, ain't it? That's New York Comic-Con weekend, ain't it?
Yeah.
Speaking of that, I gotta chop it up with you about that.
All right. But once again, guys, this has been another rambling episode.
Always.
Of Bumps and Bruises podcast. Just for the hell of it, let's clip this one with another Brock Lesnar pants meme. Oh no. Let's do the yeet picture that Naomi sent out. Let's do that.
Send it to me, I'll get it done.
All right. I mean, all you gotta do is just go on her Instagram. You'll find it. But anyway, thank you guys for joining us. Please like and subscribe. We'll be here next week. Shout out to Shane. We'll see you down the road. Peace.